Now, to explore this package concept in greater detail, I'm back in this account balance app here we built earlier. And attached you find my snapshot so that you can follow along even if you skipped the previous section. So here in this demo application, we already got quite a bit of code in that file. And in such cases, it's not uncommon that we might want to split that code across multiple files to keep every file on its own a bit more readable and understandable, so that we don't have too much code in a single file, since that can make working with that file unnecessarily complex, because we have to search for the code we want to work on and so on. And thankfully, splitting code into files in Go is pretty straightforward. For example, here in this app, we could start by putting this code here, where we greet the user and show them their options, by putting that into a separate function, and then as a next step into a separate file. But let's start with a function. So we can cut this and then add a new function, for example here, which we could call present options. That sounds like a fitting name. And in there, I then wanna output all these lines. Now we can of course call that function here at the beginning of this for loop. Call present options like this. Now we could also try to outsource more code, but since this section should be about packages, I'll keep it to this one function for now. So this is now in a function, but it's of course still in the same file. But what you can now do is cut that function from this one single file, this one single Go file I have right now, and add another file, which could be called communication.go. So another Go file. And now here we can paste that function into this file, but we'll have to add this file to a package, because every Go file must be part of a package. That's how the different files are then linked together behind the scenes by the Go compiler. So we also must add such a package instruction here. And the really nice thing we can do here is that we can now add this file to the same main package we used in the other file. So we can set this to package main here. Now with that, this function will be part of the main package, and you will be able to call it in any other file that also belongs to the main package without any problems. So in BankGo, we can still call present options here without any issues, without adding an import or anything like that, because present options belongs to the same package. We now just got some errors here in the communication.go file, because this FMT package is not available here in this file. We are importing it here in the bank.go file, but where functions are shared, just like global variables, for example, across multiple files that belong to the same package, imports are not. So if you use another package in this file here, you have to add a new import to it like this, but that's all. And with that, we now split this code across two files, and we can therefore now run this application again, just as before. And in this case, I got an error because I don't have an initial balance file, but we can still continue, deposit some money, check the balance, and then exit. And that all works just as before, even though we split the code across multiple files, because both files belong to the same main package.